All right, good day to you, wherever you're listening to me from. My name is Dan Williams, and I'm just going to use these few minutes to share something profound with us. This comes as a burden in my heart because I'm currently leading a team of volunteers that we're working towards a transformational summit. And I discovered that as a leader, if you do not show your people what is expected of them, they might not give you the needed or required result. One of the bane of our generation currently now also is the fact that we have people who register for events they won't attend, people who register for courses they would not take, people who register to volunteer for projects they know they would not be available to follow through. So this is one of the burden of my heart that is making me bring up this topic in a time like this so that we can learn and then be able to know that we are not volunteering just for fun. Commitment as a tool for effective volunteering. Now, let's understand what volunteering is from the onset. Volunteering is the act of offering your time, offering your skills or resources to help others or support a cause without expecting financial compensation. I take that again. Volunteering is the art of offering your time, your resources to help others or support a cause without expecting financial compensation. Now, it doesn't mean that after the volunteering act has been done or after the project has been successful, you cannot be financially compensated. But what it means is that your initial expectation or reason for volunteering is not for the financial enjoyment of it, because most times you as a person, you as a volunteer might even have to put your resources into the project to make it a success. So that is what volunteering is. Your time, your skills, your talents, your resources, you're giving it to help other people to support a project, support a cause. Commitment means a strong dedication or promise to a cause, to a task, to a goal, showing that you are willing to give your time, your effort, and loyalty to it, even when it is difficult. My voice may change a little bit. My mic just went off. So I apologize for that. So, commitment is a strong dedication to a cause or an activity. What I'm trying to bring to us in this short message is that when you sign up to do something, commitment is the price to pay to make sure that that thing becomes fulfilled. Either it is difficult or it is not. It is lack of integrity to sign up for a cause, to sign up to support a cause, to sign up to go on a journey, to sign up to do something, and then at a point in time, you are no longer found worthy of that cause you have signed up for. Your integrity and trust becomes questionable. So there is this popular saying that no man builds a house without first sitting down to count the cost. So it is in the place of you counting your cost and knowing that this is a price I can pay that now make you commit yourself to that which you want to do. So there are so many of us, many people sign up for courses, sign up for events they won't attend, sign up to volunteer for projects they know they won't be available to support, and then when we begin to work, we now find them, they will be nowhere to be found. I'm speaking to you this in this short message that there is a need for you to sit down to count your cost and be sure that you are ready to give your all, if not all now, reasonable percent. There is a father of mine, Pastor Koedo Komaya. He said it is 100% or no percent at all. Once you have signed up for something, it is expected of you. It becomes a test of integrity if you sign up for something and you are nowhere to be found in the longer end. So before you sign up, before you give in, you must be able to commit yourself to that cause, regardless of how strong or tiring it is. Commitment requires time. It requires your energy. It requires perseverance. Commitment requires a lot of things to be able to make sure that whatever you've committed yourself to do is actually being done accurately well. And commitment is a key, is a secret key to building trust and delivering consistent impact. If you want to build trust as a person, and if you want to consistently deliver impact, you must be committed to that thing. You are a business person, you are not committed to your business, people won't trust you. You are into bag making today, tomorrow you are already selling slippers, the next day you are selling recharge card, the coming day you are doing POS. We don't understand you because you are not committed to a cause. So once you say, I want to do this thing, it is expected of you to be committed to it, to see to the fact that it becomes successful, even no matter how difficult or hard it gets. That is the beauty of everybody, and that is the beauty of volunteering. So the role of commitment in volunteering now, the first one is reliability. Reliability. What is expected of me as a volunteer? Whenever I volunteer to join a cause, to support a project, to do something, what is expected of me? Reliability. You must be able to be relied on. I must be able to rest my head that if I ask you to post something for me at 8 p.m., you are there to post. I must be able to rest my head that if I ask you to do something for me, go somewhere for me, do this for the cause that we have called ourselves in, you must be available to carry such out. And then every volunteer must be accountable, taking ownership of task. They give you this particular task, you can't carry it out excellently well. They give you this one to do, you are falling short in it, and then maybe they now call you to order. Why are you doing this? You are not giving excuses, and it's because of this, it's because of that. No. As volunteers, there is a need for you to be accountable, take ownership of tasks given to you, take responsibility for shortcomings, for failures, for pitfalls, and whatsoever might come your way. The last thing is persistence. Persistence. As a volunteer in any project, in any space, any sphere, you must be persistent in doing what you are doing. Even when you are being called upon or when you are not being called upon at any point in time, you must be persistent. You must be persistent. You must be there doing the things that are needed to be done when they need to be done. And that is the beauty of commitment. That's the beauty of volunteering. So let's quickly look at the characteristics of a committed volunteer. Characteristics of a committed volunteer. What are the few things that are needed of you, that are expected of you as a volunteer? The first thing is that you must be punctual and dependable. You must be punctual and dependable. You know, I called for a meeting for 8 p.m. yesterday with my volunteers. Out of like 20 of them, only 4 attended. I was amazed. I was furious. Why would you sign up for this course if you know you will not be available? It is honorable to not be committed to, rather than keep stressing the person leading that course, or rather than being drawing back the hands of time upon the success of that course or project. It is honorable for you. I can't be able to go further on this, so I am dropping it. We will understand. Rather than you still staying there and we are not finding you in the place that we have put you. It becomes dishonorable of a man when you said, I commit myself to this cause, and you are found wanting. You are not punctual. You can't be depended on. They can't give you tasks to do and then we can go to sleep. And then number 2 characteristics is that volunteers must be proactive and enthusiastic. The next one is resilient in facing obstacles. You must be resilient. We can't send you to go and get something for us and you encountered an obstacle and you return back to us without getting the desired result. My mentor will always say it is either we get results or we get results. There are no two ways to these things. It's either you get results or you get results. There is no space for excuse, no room for excuse at all. You must be resilient in facing obstacles. If there is something stopping you from getting the result that is required from you, face it outrightly and make sure that you fight it through on tasks that have been given to you. And the final one is aligned with organization's mission. You must be able to align yourself with the organization's mission. As your leader shared a mission with you, has he shared a vision with you? What has he said? What is he working towards? What is the cause? What is the reason why we are volunteering? You must be able to map out these things and stay aligned with the mission of the cause you are volunteering for. And also, we have very few benefits of commitment. We have more of them, but I just have few that I'll be talking about in this short message. We have greater personal fulfillment. You know, when you make the visions of other people come true, when you make it come to pass, there is a kind of joy you get personally. There is a kind of fulfillment you get on the inside of you. You feel happy, you feel elated. Have you volunteered for a project before and you saw that the project became successful? There is a joy. I was part of this thing. It gives you that sense of fulfillment, like, wow, I'm proud of myself, seeing that I am part of this great task that I've been able to do. And then deeper connections with the team. That's another benefit. There are some people we have volunteered for that it is from there we met other people that we can network with for greater height and greater levels of connection in life. So you can't just be at the confine of your room and then you're expecting connections. You can't be at the confine of your room, you're expecting people to network with you. No, you get network, you get connections with team members, with people that you've not known before via volunteering. And also finally, opportunities for personal growth and leadership. I was telling my volunteers, I said, what we are doing here, you are doing the project as more like it is also your own project. It's not like it is just a man's project, it is our project. Because if you can see it from that perspective, then you'll be able to give yourself to doing what is needful at every point in time. So it gives opportunity for personal growth and for leadership. Building commitment in volunteers. How do we build commitment? We must be able to have clear communication of missions and goals. Every leader, this is for leaders now, every leader must be able to communicate the mission and the goal of that project to their volunteers. What are we achieving? Why are we achieving? Why do we want to achieve them? How are we achieving them? What are the blueprints we have? What are the things needed to be done? Every leader must be able to have a clear communication of the missions and goals. Make them know, make them see, bring them into the realization of what we are working towards as a team. And that is when we can have committed volunteers. And also providing adequate support and training. Adequate support and training, like what I am just doing now for volunteers. Leaders should provide training for them, make them see the things that are needed to be done, how to get them done. We want to write a letter, how do we write them? We want to go and pitch our projects, how do we pitch them? Do things that are necessary. Support in terms of finance as well. A volunteer needs to go and get something done. How are we fitting that bill? Is it fitting in from his own pocket, or we are footing it as a team from the project purse? We also recognizing and appreciating effort. When a volunteer does something magnificent, does something that is reasonable enough, does something even regardless of how insignificant it may seem to the project, the fact that they put in effort to do must be appreciated at every point in time. And also the last thing is creating a sense of belonging and purpose. Creating a sense of belonging. Like what I said, I told my volunteers and team members, this project is not my project, it is our project. See it like you are the one doing this summit. Because it will be on your name that during your time, during your day at a so place, an event like this came to being and it was successful. It will be on your name. Now, those are part of how to build commitment in volunteers. So we have few challenges of commitment as well. I think I have like 5 of them here. I will just mention 4. Burnout and fatigue. This is one of the challenges of commitment. Whatever task we are giving our volunteers should not be too enormous or too stressful, such that they become burned out and they enter fatigue. They can be tired when the tasks are too enormous. They can be worn out when the expectations are too much, and also when we do not manage time very well, such that things are now becoming excessively much on the table to be done. This is why prioritization is necessary. This is why making use of AI tools like Trello to map out the tasks that are needed to be done. Google Sheets is there so that there won't be overload on any volunteer that can cause burnout and fatigue. And also lack of recognition. Most challenges is lack of recognition. Some might say, I'm not being recognized as a volunteer or as a team member. Is the face of the team lead you are only seeing on flyer or this and that. Number one, understand the fact that the project is for all, but there is a face to it. So leaders also must be able to know when to recognize their volunteers. I was trying to do something for my team member, which was to put their face on flyers. I requested something from them, but they didn't give me what was needed, so I had to skip that. So, and volunteers, let me say this, is not related, but when requests are being made from you by your leaders, give them excellent responses, give them excellent deliveries. When they request for a professional picture, give to them. You never can tell what they want to use it for. When they request for your name, your social media handle, give to them. That is the best place you can get your own dividend even before the event gets closed up. Poor communication or leadership also can be part of the challenges of commitment for volunteers. When the thing that needed to be done are not communicated well, or when the leadership doesn't understand what he or she is doing. And then mismatch between volunteer skills and task. Imagine giving a task to someone who doesn't understand content creation, and you are tasking a person to write content. It will become difficult to do. So we must understand the tasks that everyone can do per time per season in accordance with their own skills and their talent. All right, so overcoming challenges that we were just highlighted is encourage open feedback. These ones are for leaders and for volunteers as well. You must be able to give feedback at every point in time. Speak to your leader. This I do understand, this I feel is not right, this I think can be done. Part time, no leader is an island of knowledge. No leader knows it all. As much as we might appear to be upfront, fine, we should be ahead of our team members, but we are all not all knowing. Leaders are not all knowing. We are not God. So at some point we might miss out on some points or some actions to be taken. There is a need for leaders to be open to feedback and also volunteers to be willing to give this feedback when they are necessary. Also provide flexible volunteering options. What that means is that let there be flexible options. There is a welfare, there is protocol, there is organizing team, there is ushering, there is finance, whichever you feel you can join. There's technical, there's the media, whichever you feel you can join. Don't just force people into a volunteering role of things that cause them not to function as expected. Also offer training and mentorship, like just what we are doing now, and celebrate small wins. When there are small wins, let's celebrate them together with our team members so that we can move on to the next task needed to be done. Conclusion: commitment drives effective and impactful volunteering. Organizations and teams and projects must nurture commitment among volunteers. Then, volunteers must remain dedicated to the cause for which they have signed up. In a summary, what I'm just trying to pour out to us is that commitment is a very strong tool for effective volunteering. You can't volunteer for a project, for a cause, without staying committed to it. Your commitment is what brings about trust. Your commitment is what brings about certainty of the success of the project. Us as volunteers to be at our best so that everything needed to be done as a volunteer can be done, such that the projects we are working towards can become successful. Thank you very much. I really do feel that I am able to pass a message through this short voice message. So just listen to it, and then if you have a question, you can reach out to me via my direct message on Telegram here as well. Yeah, ask the questions and then they will be addressed. Thank you very much. I am rooting for you. I celebrate you, and I say enjoy the rest of the day.